Hi everyone, today's video is about types of circuit breakers. The types of circuit breakers include SF6 gas type, vacuum type, oil type and air type circuit breakers. The circuit breaker that you are watching right now, it is medium voltage SF6 gas type circuit breakers. As you can see, there are 3 poles and we have top terminals and bottom terminals. The top terminals are connected with the bus bars and the bottom terminals are connected with the outgoing cables. And inside these poles there is a cylinder which is filled with the SF6 gas. And on the top there is a gas filling point, SF6 gas filling point. While on the back side we have a control mechanism for opening and closing of the main contacts of the circuit breaker. As you can see, here we have a spring. This spring is responsible for closing the main contacts of the circuit breaker, and behind this plate there is another spring that is responsible for opening or tripping of the circuit breaker main contacts. To charge the spring there electrically, then we have a spring charge motor that charges the springs. And if you want to charge the spring manually, then you can charge from here by inserting a lever. Then if you want to open close this breaker manually, then you can use this. And here we have a control circuit socket. Control circuit plug is plugged in here, and these contacts with these contacts the circuit breaker receives opening and closing commands and it sends the feedback signals. Other than this, we have a tripping coil here and closing coil here. So these components, springs, spring charge motor, tripping coil, closing coil, these items you will find in a typical high power circuit breakers. Now let me show you vacuum type circuit breakers. This is a medium voltage vacuum type circuit breaker manufactured by ABB. These are the poles, and here inside the cylinder we have a contacts. These cylinders are vacuumed. Let's see the other side. This is a spring that is charged with the help of spring charge motor, and manually also from here you can charge it. This is on off push buttons, and here we have terminal blocks. Here we have some coils for opening and closing the breaker electrically. This is a control plug that will go into the panel. So this is a vacuum circuit breaker. Now let me show you another vacuum circuit breaker which is a different design. This is another type of vacuum circuit breaker. As you can see, the design of the poles, it is vertical. The cylinders are located inside this section. These are the control plugs. These are also vertical. And here we have spring charge mechanism here inside. These are the springs which are responsible for opening closing of the breaker. This is a spring charge motor. From here manually you can flip the breaker and you can close the breaker. Manually you can charge it. That shows it is charged or not. So this is another type of vacuum circuit breaker. It was manufactured by Siddeley Switchgear. This is a medium voltage air circuit breaker and it was designed in 1980. In this full portion, arc chutes are located and you can view from the top. On the back side, We have 3 poles, and you can see these terminals, and below that we have springs which are responsible for opening and closing of the circuit breaker. While in the front side, this lever is used to rack in and rack out the circuit breaker, and we have here indication that the circuit breaker is in open state, and from here you can manually charge the circuit breaker. Here we have tripping coil and closing coil, and here there is a locking key. Once you lock and remove this key, then you cannot perform open close operation. And in this side there is a control circuit socket, and here you have to insert control circuit plug. Now I will remove these covers, and then I will show you the arc chutes and the circuit breaker contacts. Now the cover of this breaker has been removed, and you can see the arc chute. Let me show you the top view of the arc chutes. So these are the 3 poles, and from the top it looks like that. And from the side you can see that this is a moving contact and this is a fixed contact. So when breaker is closed, these contacts will be connected with the fixed contacts, and during open close operation the arcs are produced, and these arcs are quenched through these arc chutes. This is medium voltage oil type circuit breaker, and it was manufactured between 1970s and 1980s. Very old breaker, but still functioning properly without any issues. And on the back side you can see these poles. Their design is vertical, and below these poles we have a tank, and inside the tank the oil is filled. And here the control circuit plug is plugged in. Well, here there is a control mechanism, and this is a closing coil, this is a tripping coil. Here we have indication for on off status, and this switch is to switch on and switch off power supply for this motor. This motor is called lifting motor, and its purpose is to lift these poles up and down for connecting and disconnecting with the bus bars, and it is done with the help of this switch to raise and lower those poles position. And this is the locking mechanism to lock the breaker on required position. Now let me show you another breaker which is inside the switchgear. Here you can see that the poles are lifted up and connected with the bus bars. You can see this lifting motor, and this portion is the tank is up, connected with the bus bars. And on the side here we have this is pointing towards circuit earth. That means the breaker is in circuit earth position, and on the top this shows that the front bus bar shutter is in loud condition. So this is it, guys. I hope you find this video interesting. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. See you guys on the next video. Take care.